with another browser. Okay, now I'm live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jing Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm a certified dementia practitioner. So I scheduled this live streaming because I have a few announcements. And if anybody there will have questions, then I can answer some of your questions, specifically related to, how to apply here in the U.S. as a physical therapist. Okay. Um, so the first announcement that I would like to make is that the book, the PT Path to U.S. Foreign Trained Physical Therapist Step-by-Step Guide to U.S. Application uh, actually has an update. So it will be looking like this right now, okay? So this is the updated version of the PT Path to US. So the update that I am actually doing there is that, or I made there, is that about the authorization to test. Okay, the authorization to test used to be um, 60 days. Okay, I actually went to my um, like a chess and found my ATT, the old ATT that I have, and the eligibility period is from, if you can see, it's January till March. Okay. So the eligibility period of ATT, authorization to test, was 60 days. But right now, because there are certain dates only available um, on when you can take the examination, you have to do the eligibility that you have to take the exam on the eligibility date that is written on your ATT. Okay, so this is a sample from FSBPT of authorization to test, and so you will have that eligibility date over there. So that is the date that you're eligible to take the examination. If you're not able to take the examination on that date, then you have to reschedule and there will be a subsequent fee for that. Okay. The authorization to test this, I can put the link down below. And this authorization to test, guys, this is a very important document that you have to present to the consul when you are applying for a tourist visa. Okay. So if there are people there joining me right now, can you say hi and where are you from so that I know I can greet you? So anyway, this is a very important document. This is the document that you have to present to the consul that certifies or proves that you are eligible. You're going to the US to take the examination. Okay. This is a very important document. So that is the update. Okay, so for those who are just joining right now, I just announced that the PT Path to US book has an updated version right now. It will look like this. Okay, the cover will look like this on Amazon.com. And again, the update there is that about authorization to test. So the authorization to test used to be uh, 60 days validity, but now the authorization to test will just specify the date where you can take the examination. Okay, so I can put the link below, and you can, this is a sample of authorization to test from FCCPT or FSBPT. Okay, so this is a piece of document that you need to present to the consul when you're applying for a tourist visa. Okay, and this proves that you're going to the US to take the examination. Okay, so that is the big change update about that book, just to straighten it out, the clarification about the authorization to test. Okay, next one. Anyone's there? Anyone's watching? I can see some people. Can you type your name and where you from? Where are you from? So okay. So the next one, the next announcement that I want to make is that we're going. So this is a PT Path to US book. You know, this is a foreign trained physical therapist step by step guide to US application. This is a book, but I made it into a course. Okay, because there are so many people asking me questions. So I made it into a course. And the course, what will you get from taking the course? So the course is made up of a total of more than 40 videos, including the bonus videos. So the lessons are more than 30 video lessons. These are collections of the videos that I have made before. But the thing is, I worked so hard to delete the introduction, and I deleted the outro, the end part. I just juiced out or extracted the important information that's being discussed in each video. And then I organized them in a good order and flow that will make sense, okay, to guide you well in application here in the US, okay? So uh, the first thing that you're going to get, you will get a free ebook of the PT Path to US, the updated version of that. And then you're gonna have more than 30 uh, access to more than 30 video lessons. And then I made exclusive videos for the course. So you cannot get that from, you cannot access those lessons in our YouTube channel. Okay. So those are exclusive new videos for the course. And also, um, there's another one. Okay. Oh, the bonus videos. The bonus videos are not necessarily part of this process, but the bonus videos are good to know information. I answered frequently asked questions by foreign trained therapists. And then I also have, you know, videos about visa, the working visa, the immigrant visa, just a basic understanding of those visas and how they work. Okay. So those are part of the course. So you will have the ebook, the videos, the video lessons. You will have bonus videos, very informative videos. You have exclusive videos only that you can see in the course, okay, that you will not find in our YouTube channel. Okay, it will not be released from the in our YouTube channel. Okay, so that will be launched in February. Okay, so that will be launched in February, and it will be available on our website, just uprighttherapy.com. Okay, and you when you go to the website, you click on the courses. So we have coaching there. So I do coaching, one-on-one coaching, virtual coaching to foreign trained therapists. Oh no, first is I do coaching to therapists, to rehabilitation therapists here in the US on how to do a PRN job. Okay, if you want to dive into just being a PRN, a full-time PRN. I also have coaching on if you're a foreign trained therapist, if you're a new graduate of physical therapy and you want to improve your documentation, you know, you're new and you don't know how to do the PT evaluation or progress note or discharge summary, everything about documentation, clinical decision making, or everything about developing rapport with the patient, being a dynamic team member of the therapy department. So I do coaching for that as well. Okay, so we have a course in justuprighttherapy.com, practical tips for physical therapy evaluation and documentation evaluation. Okay, so and then we will be adding the course next month on at a discounted rate for the whole month of February only. Okay, so that is foreign how to apply as physical therapist in the U.S. Okay, so those are that new course is again specifically for foreign trained therapists. You know, if you're from the Philippines, from India, from Germany, and Brazil, or any other part of the country, and you want guidance, or you have to have a good idea of what's ahead of you if you want to apply as a physical therapist here in the US. So if you are trained outside of the US, we are called foreign trained or foreign educated physical therapists. Okay, so foreign trained or foreign educated. So I have videos that are free on YouTube, but they are not, in order. Okay, those are random videos that you can watch, very informative videos that you can watch on how to apply here in the US. Okay, and in each video there are questions. You can ask questions, and as soon as I get the question and read them, I try to get back to the viewers or subscribers on answering those questions. Okay, so if any of you has a question right now, okay, I can answer that question right now while on live. If not, you can reach me at Just Upright Therapy LLC at gmail.com. Okay, just upright, sorry. It's just upright LLC at gmail.com. Okay, just upright LLC at gmail.com. Okay, so again, guys, well, thank you for being there, for joining me. If you don't have question, yeah, that's all about it. You know, the update about the PT path to US, about the ATT, and our new course. Watch out for our new course for foreign trained physical therapists on how to apply as physical therapists to the US. Okay, so that is a step-by-step guide. I had, if you watch my other videos before, I had like 9 years of journey. Okay, before I was able to make it here to the US. So that's the heart of the course. That's the heart of this channel. That's why I'm making videos to help out a lot of people on how to apply here to the US as physical therapist, because I really know how hard it is. When I was starting, no one was guiding me. I was lost. It's just almost like going to the forest without a map, without a compass. I didn't know what I was doing. A lot of money was wasted, time, frustration, anxiety, depression. For 9 long years, I tried to figure things out, and it was a hard journey. It was really a hard journey, and it's a very daunting task, especially if you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to figure things out. You can try to figure things out, if you don't want to take the course, but it might lead to a lot of loss of resources, loss of money, okay, expiration of your certification or documents, and you're still in the Philippines, just like what happened to me. Okay, so the course is intended so that you will be guided well, what to do first, what to do next. I have very important reminders there that are very useful, so that your document will not go to waste. You don't have to reapply. You don't have to reactivate your application, because every time your application expired, for example, a year, and you did not complete all the documents and requirements, then you have to reapply or reactivate your application. And that is an easy 800 or another 900 bucks, depending on the service that you need, okay, to reactivate or reapply. Okay, so it's a very useful course, and that really will help a lot of therapists. Okay, so Sarah, why does it take so long? No, my journey was unique, because it's not 9 years for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Mine is that I met an agency, and it did not work out. They filed a working visa and it was not approved. They did not explain to me why. And then I waited, and when they apply again and it was not approved. And then I waited again, and I stayed in that one agency for 4 years, without clear understanding what's going on, why the working visa was not approved. I shared this with my with on my video, and it took me 9 long years, and then it's be, because mainly the agency and the employer that I met along the way were not successful in petitioning me. Okay, so if you watch my other videos about um, working visa or immigrant visa, the legwork, the most work for that is actually your employer. Okay, so they have the burden to prove to the government, to the agencies, that they are capable of supporting you as therapists. They have so many processes that they have to take in order to petition someone outside of the US. They have to prove that there's a shortage of therapists here. They have to post like ads for hiring therapists, and they have to prove that after posting those ads, they cannot find anyone. So there's so many processes involved for an employer to petition a foreign trained. And then it will be under reviewed, Department of Labor and whatnot. So, and then they have to have like a check of the company, background check of the company, the capability of the company to petition someone outside the US, and if there's really like a job here for that therapist. Okay, it's not just like slave laboring or something like that. Okay, so um, when I so the first agency that I had, it took me 4 years, nothing happened. And then I had another company employer I met, and he petitioned me under immigrant visa. But the immigrant visa was in backlog. It's in retrogression. Okay, so meaning they are, the processing is delayed. So it took me another couple of years. I went actually to New York to take the exam, with the tourist visa. I took the jurisprudence exam for Florida. I met another agency there. They petitioned me and it was not approved. So, all in all, with all of this rejection from working visa, immigrant visa, another working visa, uh, from the time I started my application until the time that I got here, it was 9 years. Okay, but it's not the norm. Okay, it should not be the norm for you to get here. Okay, it doesn't mean that it should be the same for you. That's why I made the course, so that it should not be the case for you. So if you have a clear understanding of what you're going to go through, what are the steps that you have to go through, the first, the second, the third, because timing is everything. You don't want to do a certain step here at the end, okay, but you don't have all the requirements in order for you to be successful at the other steps down here, like, registering for NPTE, but you haven't done your credentialing yet. You haven't done your application to your state. You cannot really register for an exam without the prerequisites of the credentialing, okay? And if your state requires a TOEFL examination or test of English as a foreign language first before you can take the examination, then you cannot take the MPTE, okay? So the course is really very informative, and it will walk you from start till end. Of course, that is a guide. The action will be yours to take. The course is just a guide. But I wish I had this guide when I was starting my practice, because literally I was lost, like in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. And then the agency I was with was not very helpful enough. They were not updating me, they were not telling me what to do. So I tried to figure things out on my own. Okay. So I hope I answered your question, Sarah. Okay. Yeah. So is a high school diploma required to get evaluated? Or can I just take the general knowledge credits? Um, so the where did I just made a video. Oh, the video that I made about FCCPT. Can I apply to FCCPT before graduation? On that video, try to watch that video, because there are certain countries, according to FCCPT, that you have to that a certain agency from those countries have to submit your secondary, um, syllabus or curriculum, because it might get credited. Okay, so there are certain countries for that. Uh, I think, yeah, I forgot if Germany is part of it. I think so. But there are many countries listed that you might need your secondary education for some credit. Okay, because in the Philippines it's not actually requirement, because all of our credits that goes to being a physical therapist is actually in our college degree, not in our high school degree. Okay. Sarah, are you the one who were asking me on Instagram? I don't know if this is the same Sarah. When you get 12 years instead of 13 years of school. It's not credited when you take 12 years instead. Okay. So, Sarah, you are from Germany. Are you from Germany? Is this the same Sarah on Instagram? Okay. So I did some digging on about the Germany. I can forward you the website, or yeah, the link from FCCPT. It's actually from FCCPT, and it tells you what are the subjects that you are missing. Okay, and so I can forward that to you, and see. Yeah, later I will forward that to you on Instagram, the link for that. And then I also asked on your behalf on one of the Facebook group that I'm in, about where to get those subjects. Okay, so my maybe if I'll forward you the information, and maybe you can email those the schools, because because I posted, like, someone asked me from Germany where she can get the subjects that she is missing to complete the FCCPT documentation. And she suggested two schools, and I think they are based here in the US. So what I can suggest you would do is email those two schools and explain that you are from Germany and there are subjects. You can forward them the document that I'm going to share with you, from FCCPT, about all the subjects that you are missing, and if you can take those subjects from their school. and will it be credited by FCCPT? Or you can, just like what you said before, you can email FCCPT, explain that you're from Germany, and and if you apply to this school that are based in the US, will it be credited to you, for credentialing? I think that will be the best route to go to, given that, Germany has very unique um, situation with regards to physical therapy education. Okay. So I will forward to you those information after the feed. Okay. Benjamin. Hi, Benjamin. Do you have any question? What is VOG FYI? VOG FYI. If you have some more question, just shoot it right now, before we end up the live feed. But I like the live feed. Um, thank you guys for joining me. Benjamin, do you have any question? I don't know what is a VOG.FYI. Okay. Yeah. So let me see. Okay. So about the update, this is guy. This is the that is the link that I shared with you guys. That is the example of authorization to test. Okay, so once you completed all your the requirements of the state, okay, and then you paid your fee, you had the credentialing, you pass all the documents to the state, you will have the eligibility letter from the state. Eligibility letter means that you are okay, good to go to take the exam. So that eligibility letter will be forwarded by the state, for example, New York. They will forward it to FSBPT. So once FSBPT receive that, and you can have your own account on FSBPT, and they will let you know that they received the eligibility letter, and that simply means that you can apply to FSBPT. You can register for your examination, okay, to take the NPTE. Okay, so the once you register on FSBPT, you paid, as of right now, it's $485 to take the exam, okay, to register for the exam. So after you paid for the exam, you selected the date when you're going to take the exam. They will send you this authorization to test. Okay, so that authorization to test will walk you through the process on how to schedule your NPTE. Okay, so remember, FSBPT, you're going to register to FSBPT to take the exam, but FSBPT will not schedule your exam. Okay, they're just giving you the authorization to take the exam. So the prometric that which you will see there on the authorization to test form, there's a document there. There's an area to schedule an appointment online. It will walk you through the process there. Okay, and you have to go to the prometric to schedule your examination. And prometric has another fee for examination, okay, for NPTE. And if you're going to take the jurisprudence, like a practice act, physical therapy, like rules and regulations, law, negligence, malpractice, and whatnot. Different state, like Florida has jurisprudence examination. So that's another fee that you have to pay on, FSBPT as well. Okay, we have another question. Would you prefer FCCPT or CGFNS as a physical therapist? Actually, Sarah, I have a video for that. You look at the playlist. You go to my playlist on just upright therapy, and then there's a playlist there for. Let me see if I can find it, and then I'll. I'll I'll share with you the information. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do, and this is what I'm doing with this is what I'm always suggesting with my with you guys, is that you choose a state, and this is will be discussed on the course as well. Okay, you have to choose the state because choosing the state, guys, will affect the entire process of your application. Okay, because if you choose a state, then you have to take note what is okay. This is the playlist for that the entire playlist that I made. Okay, and I can forward to you the playlist later. You can find it there. Uh, FCCPT, okay, versus CGFNS. So basically, what will really trigger if you're going to use FCCPT or CGFNS is depending on your state. Okay, so there are states that prefer. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'm not watching that. Okay, not. So this is that FCCPT versus CGFNS. Okay, so um you have to go to the state and you have to see what do they prefer. Do they prefer FCCPT? There are states that prefer FCCPT only. Okay, you cannot use other credentialing company except FCCPT. Okay, if they use CGFNS, uh, price wise, CGFNS is actually cheaper than FCCPT. Okay, for New York, what and I discussed this also on my other video about how to apply to New York. I have part one and part two on that, and will discuss this also on the course if you take the course. Okay, for New York is very unique. So for FCCPT, they have a separate FCCPT. So New York FCCPT credentialing, but that is only credentialing part. As a foreign trained therapist, you need the healthcare worker certificate. Okay. So the healthcare worker certificate, as I discussed in my other videos, guys, is it's not generally like credentialing per se. They use the same documents that you submitted for credentialing. But the main goal of a healthcare worker certificate is that they use the same items that you submitted, like syllabus, course description, diploma, and whatnot. But they need the TOEFL, the test of English as a foreign language. So this healthcare worker certificate will be used for visa processing. Okay, so that is not actually just for that is not for credentialing. That is for your visa processing. It is a law of the immigration, United States immigration, that before any healthcare worker certificate uh, go here to the U.S., that they have to pass the test of English as a foreign language to prove that you can speak in English, you can understand English, you can write English, you can read English, and you can communicate in English. Okay. And then that is like a very important requirement before a visa, a working visa, or an immigrant visa can be given to you, before it can be approved to you. So in New York, so they have New York FCCPT, but it doesn't have a healthcare worker certificate. So if you get the type 1 of FCCPT, then it's another 1,300 plus. So what I did is I did the credentialing for New York FCCPT, and then I used the CGFNS for healthcare worker certificate. Okay, that will work. Okay, because those are actually two distinct application. Okay, so you have to go to your state, and then if they use CGFNS, Sarah said Florida is preferring CGFNS, so that is cheaper. Okay, CGFNS is a lot cheaper than FCCPT. Okay, and based on my experience with CGFNS, they are responsive. You know, they update you. If you email them, they answer you. Okay, so yeah, if your state of choice is Florida and they prefer CGFNS, then CGFNS is a lot cheaper than FCCPT. Okay, just take note that Florida also has the jurisprudence examination. Okay, so a lot of people will take the NPTE, and then they will take the jurisprudence examination test as well. Okay, so again, the jurisprudence exam is depending on the state that you're applying, but Florida is one of them that you have to test for the jurisprudence exam. Okay, all right. Anything else? Any question, clarification? Nothing? Okay. So, well, guys, thank you for joining me. It was really exciting to have this live thing happening. You know, I can answer your question. So we're gonna have another live session next Saturday. Okay. So again, there's an update about the PT Pat, the US book. Okay, so it's a new book now. It's updated. The main update that I put there is about ATT, the authorization to test. It's no longer 60 days. Okay, it's the eligibility will specify the date that you want to take the exam. Okay, so that authorization to test is specific to the date that you're going to take your examination. It's no longer like once they release it, you have 60 days to use it. So once they release the authorization to test, and you specify when you're going to take your exam, so that is the date that they're going to put here on that eligibility date. This authorization to test is the one you're going to bring to the consul to show that, hey, I'm going to the US, and because I'm going to take the exam, and this is the proof. This is very important to show to the consul that you're going to the US to take your examination. So, very important document that you have to secure. Okay. So, again, the ATT is the latter part of the process. You cannot have ATT if you haven't done your credentialing yet, So you have to do the credentialing, you have to apply to the state, and you have to complete all the requirements of the state. Okay, get the eligibility letter, after you complete the requirements of the state before you can register for NPTE, before you can get this authorization to test. So that is the number one. The number two, just a recap. Number two is we're going to have the new course at justuprightTherapy.com that is how to apply as physical therapist to the US. You will have you will have access to more than 30 video lessons. Okay, these are the collection of my videos, but I deleted the introduction, I deleted the distraction. I just get the meat, the juice of each video, and then I arrange them in order. I made exclusive videos just for the course that I will not be releasing on our YouTube channel. So that will be exclusive to the course. And then you will get a free ebook of the PT Path to US, the updated version. And so you can use that ebook while you're taking the course. You can take the course anywhere you are in the world. You can access it anywhere you are. It will be released on February 1 for a very discounted price. It will be $24.99, okay, for those entire course. Okay, and it's you have the ebook, you have more than 30 video lessons. I put there the bonus videos as well of the frequently asked questions that I answered and explained in great detail. I have videos there about immigration, understanding what is a working visa. So this is a paid course, but you will be able to save a lot of money, by knowing what to do first, what to do next, the important reminders so that your documents will not expire, so that you don't need to reapply again, you don't need to retest again. It will save you tons of money. It will save you tons of headache, of frustration, that you don't have to experience what I experienced, that it took me 9 years to be here because I didn't know what I was doing. No one was guiding me, no one was mentoring me. And also, guys, right now it is a lot easier to be petitioned by an agency or employer if you are already licensed. Okay. So really, if you really want to fast track it out, some applicants will wait for an agency or employer because they don't have financial capacity to apply, on their own. So they are relying to the agency, to the company, to spend money on them. But the thing is, you are bound to that company, and if that company doesn't work, then you are just in contract with them, and you just have to wait on them and wait on them. And so if you do it on your own, if you have the capacity to work and save money and do it on your own, apply on your own, do the credentialing, do the basic, get your license, then it will be easier for you. If you, for example, I always say the easiest state is New York. So once you get your license in New York, you're already licensed. They will release your license even if you're in your own country. You are licensed. You cannot use it here in the US because you're not here. But once you are licensed, you have the edge over other candidates who haven't started anything, and it will be easier. You will be preferred by the agency or the employer to petition you because you're ready to go. Okay. Is it possible to get a green card or just H-1B visa? It depends on your company. They can petition you under working visa or an immigrant visa. So depending on the contract that you're going to sign with them, depending on their preference, whether they want to go the route of working visa or immigrant visa. I discussed this in my other videos as well. You can watch it, about working visa, about immigrant visa, the pros and cons of it. The working visa has a 65,000 quota per year, so it's a hit and miss whether you're going to meet the quota or not. They're changing the law on the working visa. It used to be like a lottery. Now they're changing it into who has a better offer, a competitive salary offer, to the foreign trained therapists, rather than a lottery thing. But still, it's a hit and miss with a working visa. Immigrant visa is also kind of tricky because sometimes they go into retrogression, meaning that their processing is logged behind, it's delayed, it's late. So if it is in retrogression, you don't know if it will take a year or 2 or more years before your priority date or the date that they filed your petition will be current. When are they going to process your application? Okay, so that's why it is very, very important to find a very reputable agency or company. Unfortunately, I don't know personally anything right now that I can actually suggest. Okay, my agency I was with before, unfortunately, we did not have a good parting ways, so I really cannot endorse them to anyone. Okay, the thing that I tell my viewers, my subscribers, is that you can go to any Facebook page group about physical therapists, from your own country who are here in the US, or like an international Facebook Facebook group, and then post hey, I am from Germany, I am from India, I'm looking for reliable agency or company who can petition me, and based on your experience, who are you going to endorse me or advise me to apply to? Okay. So I would rather go by that referral rather than from my own, because I really don't know a reputable company right now. Okay. So any other questions? Anything else that I can address? If nothing else, that's about it, guys. I would like to thank you all for being here. It means so much to me. Thank you for viewing, for watching the channel. Follow us on Facebook, justuprighttherapy.us. We have Instagram, justuprighttherapy.us. We also have TikTok, the same, Just Upright Therapy. Okay, and we have justuprighttherapy.com. So stay tuned. I will be announcing again different discounts and different promos that we have in the different time, so that you will be up to date. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell, so that every time I upload a video, new videos, you will be notified about it. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Good night and stay safe. Okay. Thank you. Bye.